There are places in America where the locals just won't go, not because of a fence or a sign, because of what they believe happens to the people who do. Coming up, a perfect circle in the woods where nothing has grown for as long as anyone can remember. A ghost town so feared that people who took a single souvenir mailed it back, begging for the bad luck to stop. A lake with a drowned town at the bottom and a reputation that keeps swimmers out. And a town sitting on top of a fire that has been burning underground for over 60 years. 10 cursed places in America people refuse to go. Let's get into it.
Number 10. The Devil's Tramping Ground, North Carolina. Deep in the woods of Chatham County, there's a bare circle of ground about 40 feet wide, and nothing grows in it. No grass, no weeds. Plants placed inside it reportedly wither. Objects left in the circle overnight are said to be found flung outside it by morning. Local legend says the devil himself paces this circle at night, planning his evil, and his footsteps burn the life out of the ground. Scientists have tested the soil. The results have never fully explained it, and locals still won't camp inside that circle.
Number 9. The Escalante Petrified Forest, Utah. This one comes with a warning, and people take it seriously. The park is full of petrified wood, ancient trees turned to colorful stone over millions of years. Visitors are told firmly, take only photographs, never take a piece home, because legend says the stone is cursed. And here's the eerie part. The park regularly receives packages in the mail, people returning chunks of petrified wood they took, along with letters describing the runs of terrible luck that followed them home. They call them the conscience letters, and there are a lot of them. Number 8. Brunswick Springs, Vermont. Brunswick Springs is a set of natural mineral springs that the Abenaki people considered sacred healing water. According to the legend, a man once tried to profit from the springs and violence followed. In response, the tribe placed a curse. Any attempt to make money off this water would fail, and it has. Over the years, people built hotels here to cash in. Every single one burned down, some more than once. Fires, collapses, ruin. Today, the springs sit empty in the woods, and the locals will tell you exactly why no building survives there.
Number 7. The Bell Witch Cave, Tennessee. In the early 1800s, the Bell family of Tennessee claimed they were tormented for years by an invisible force. Voices in the dark, objects thrown, family members pinched and struck by something no one could see. It became one of the most famous hauntings in American history. At the center of it all is a cave on the old Bell property. Visitors today report being shoved, hearing breathing, and feeling hands on them in the dark. People who take rocks from the cave say the bad luck follows them until they bring them back. The locals don't test it.
Number 6. Stull Cemetery, Kansas. Stull is a tiny, quiet place in Kansas with an old cemetery, but its legend is enormous. For decades, stories have claimed that Stull Cemetery is one of a small number of so-called gateways, a place where evil is said to be closest to the surface. The tales got so widespread that on certain nights, crowds of curious people would show up trying to see something. The old stone church that stood here for over a century, the center of the legend, was eventually torn down. Locals are fiercely protective and want people to stay away. They're tired of the curse and the crowds it brings.
Number 5. Bara-Hack, Connecticut. Deep in the Connecticut woods are the ruins of an abandoned settlement called Bara-Hack. Its nickname is the Village of Voices because for nearly 200 years, people who visit the crumbling foundations have reported the same thing, the sounds of a village that isn't there. Voices, laughter, children, a cart and horses, even though nothing living is in sight. The settlement was abandoned in the 1800s, but visitors swear the everyday sounds of its people never left. Few go looking for it now, and it sits deep in private woods, quiet except when it isn't. Number 4. Dudleytown, Connecticut. Not far away is an abandoned settlement with an even darker name, Dudleytown. People call it the Village of the Damned. The story goes that a curse followed the founding Dudley family across the ocean from England and settled onto the land itself. Residents were struck by disease, madness, and misfortune, one after another, until the town emptied out completely. The forest grew back over it. Today, the site is closed to the public, and the owners aggressively keep people out. Visitors who sneak in describe a heavy silence. No birds, no animals, nothing, like the woods themselves are holding their breath. Number 3. Lake Lanier, Georgia. Lake Lanier is a huge popular lake near Atlanta, beautiful on the surface, but it was created in the 1950s by flooding a valley, and down at the bottom sits an entire drowned town. Roads, foundations, even a racetrack still down there in the dark water. And the lake has a reputation. An unusually high number of accidents, drownings, and strange incidents over the decades have fueled a belief that something about Lake Lanier is deeply wrong. Some say the flooded town never let go. A lot of locals love that lake, and a lot of locals refuse to swim in it. Number 2. Centralia, Pennsylvania. Centralia was a normal coal mining town of over 1,000 people. Then, in 1962, a fire ignited in the coal mines beneath it, and it never went out. The fire spread through the tunnels under the entire town and began burning its way through the coal seams, where it still burns today. Smoke rose from the ground, roads cracked open, sinkholes swallowed backyards, toxic gas seeped into homes. The government finally condemned the whole town and moved almost everyone out. Today, Centralia is nearly empty, a few streets, a cemetery, and smoke drifting up from the ground. And the fire is expected to keep burning for another 200 years. And number 1, Bannack, Montana. Bannack is one of the most complete ghost towns in America, a gold rush boom town, now silent and preserved. Over 60 buildings still stand empty, and it has a reputation the locals take seriously. The old Hotel Mead is said to be watched over by the spirit of a young girl who drowned nearby, seen in the upstairs windows. Visitors report apparitions, footsteps in empty buildings, voices, and a feeling of being followed through the abandoned streets. It was a town built on gold, greed, and frontier violence, and many believe none of that ever left. Today, Bannack stands frozen in time, beautiful, preserved, and according to those who felt it, deeply cursed. So there they are, 10 cursed places most people won't go anywhere near. Now I want to hear from you. Which one would you actually visit? Team Centralia, walking a town on top of a burning fire? Or Team Bannack, spending a night in a frozen ghost town? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if there's a cursed place near where you live, tell me. It might be the next video.
If you made it this far, you're exactly who this channel is for. Subscribe to Untold 10, and I'll see you in the next one.